My people, na do. Now we don't come my channel before. Welcome back. If today na the first time where you reach my channel, say na today be the first time where you take your kuru I see me. Now I be this. Welcome to my channel. My name na Soma. Before I continue today's video, make a reminder now. You see that red button there where they write subscribe. Click and make you subscribe. After that, make you click the bell sign so that anytime I upload new video, you go hear the notification saying I don't upload new video. Now so wanna do well. So for today's video, I want to talk about this particular thing where people don't ask me. Some might teach us how to start gardening, teach us how to start to the plant flower, teach us every they get this comment all the time. Say today make I can't do video, make I teach you now where we want start, how now go fit start. To start with, I don't feel lie. I dey happy say many people don't they show interest for gardening. The thing they make my belly sweet. I dey happy say I don't they me be reason because people they watch my video to garden don't come they hungry then. Many people don't they write me email, they write me message say Summer as you they do this your gardening, they call they make gardening hungry me. Even some of my friends will come visit my house, they will say oh, I be no like to garden. You can't they make gardening, they hungry us. So the thing they sweet my belly, they sweet my belly, they sweet my belly. Well, when I talk many times say internet na good thing. We feel take internet, they teach each other, they rub body, they transfer idea. We feel use internet. Say some jaga things they happen for internet. The same time, we feel use internet to change this world. We feel use internet to influence people. We feel they use internet, they teach each other things. You understand? So I no go lie on a belly sweet me. The thing they sweet my belly. I don't feel like as soon as I know so many people they show interest. So I go try make this video not too long. So somebody asked me question. They come tell me say, waiting in need to take start. So now that one I go try to talk for this video. I really hope say I go fit talk all the things where I want to talk inside this one video. I don't want to make the video too long, but I want to make it contain all the important information where una need. So to start gardening, my biggest advice where I go give you now, not just go shop, go buy everything where they sell for shop say because you want start gardening. No, buy the important things where we say then cocoa say you really need them for gardening. And the thing again, I see as time they go, you go come they realize what you really like to use and what you no go use. I think they use one particular tool, but you now go come be say you no go need that. Depend on the kind plant where you they like to plant or the kind of style of gardening where you they do. Say if some people they do what they call container gardening. That one I say that they plant everything inside container. Maybe I go buy shovel where they take dig ground. That one no go consign that because they no dig big hole. You don't need to dig big hole for container. Sure you understand? So now that one I say with time you go know what you need or what you don't need. So you go decide what you want to, whether you want plant all your things for inside container or you want plant for inside ground. Sometimes if you just start, if you say container, but why sometimes ordinary ground good? And I say ordinary ground no they wait until you water because when it is inside ground, when rain fall, ground must wet. You understand? Sometimes if you put for container rainfall, that container still no collect enough water because let's say the container be like this, rainfall everywhere, it no reach there. But the thing I say, if you dig ordinary ground, no matter waiting, as rainfall under ground, water must touch your plants. So you see the difference. So make I start with the things where you go need now something to dig your hole. Something to take dig hole. You get this, it will be like I don't know what I call it for Pidgin, but I like small shovel. That small shovel good for small plants. You understand? So the things where I feel say every beginner must need. Now that small shovel. That small shovel is good for small plants. If you want plant small plant or you want plant something like a seed. Seed or what they call bulbs. They be small like some flowers now, like they be like they come like onions. They small like that. All those kinds small things you say you don't need to dig big hole. That thing good. That small shovel. But if you want plants or can't big plant, you must need a big shovel to dig the ground where. So now I go show now this small video. See where they dig this small hole. Like see that one. Now that small shovel I they use for that one. But when I want dig big hole, as I go show now for here now, you must need shovel because you need to dig where. Sometimes too it depends the kind of ground where you get. If the ground where you get now say too much some kind of ground you go need all this kind digging. I go take color now. Be like fork. But this one I say it fork where they take dig ground. It depends on the kind of ground where you get. So you go decide whether now you go need big shovel, you go need small shovel. You go decide that now one. Another thing you go need a watering can. The watering can, or you go need the watering hose. They use watering can, they use watering hose. But if you don't want to spend too much money, buy watering can. And another thing I go advise you now, sometimes if you start gardening for the first time, no do too big, do small. Maybe for your backyard, just take one small corner, just take start. Small as you see say you don't improve, you don't sabi what you do. If you do more, join and no do big project. Maybe say you go contact you say I don't tire. Start small so that you the learner as you don't improve you go on the increase. Another thing where you go need now it depends because if you dig ordinary ground you dey plant for ordinary ground, you don't already get the ground where you want put am. But if to say you want put for container, you go buy, I don't know whether they sell it for Nigeria or those who they watch me for Nigeria. They sell, they go call it compost. Now basically sand, but no be sand, no be that kind of sand. But like I want to talk about soil, soil. No soil, soil. You go buy soil. For many abroad, many part of abroad, you must go buy soil. No be say you go just go one person. No be say you just go for street, just go dig ground. You must go buy it because you know go see where you go just find it just like that. But the thing I say, if you want plant inside your own ground, you no go need soil, or else the soil where dey your house no good. Maybe so it depends. If the soil where you get for your own ground already dey okay, and inside ground you want to do your gardening, you don't want to for inside container, that one no be problem. The soil dey okay. But maybe this, if the soil where you get no dey okay, say maybe it would be too much clay. Some plants no they like am, some plants they like am. So, or too much rock, if you say no dey good for your kidney, if you buy the compost, maybe soil, you dig the one we no good come out, you go put some of the good one. I don't do video, I showed that cat before. Me now I get some of my plants we no like the kind soil where I get for ground. Some like am. The ones we no like am, I dig the ground come out, I can't put compost where I buy, put there. Sometimes some plants you no go know. Now after you don't plant, I go see say, but I say this plant no they happy at all as it be. You can realize okay, maybe not the soil no good, you understand, you go change her. So how many things I don't list now, I know even they do the list, I should have to write the list. So I don't talk about the thing where you go take dig, I don't talk about the ground, the kind, whether you want plant for ordinary ground or you want plant for container. I don't talk about compost, you must buy compost. You go buy compost if in a container. If not ordinary ground, if you don't need compost. So it depends on the kind type what you want to do. Another thing where you go need. Now the flower where you want plant now. If you plant seed, or if you plant baby what do they call it? Baby plant. If you know what I mean, small plant where they don't already grow some before. So baby plant will be like some of my plant now are baby plant when I plant them, but now they don't big. For example, I go show now. See this one. You see as it's small when I nearly buy her, we I put her for ground. Make you see as it's big now. Check you they see. I go show now these ones. You see as this place be before. You see as they don't be now. You they see. So sometimes you go buy baby plant where they already grow. Sometimes if you they start to garden for the first time, it's good to buy the baby one. So you don't use your eye they see color. Like me, I they like color. It depends on the kind of way you like it. You are they like color. As I don't already they see it is sweet belly than when you plant seed can't the way to make it come out. You know that kind of thing. Especially for person where they newly start, it's good to put sometimes we go they make and they sweet your belly. If you just buy the one we say it already come out small, make your eye they see. If you buy some of that one or buy some seed or you book we say bulbs and different type. One plant way good for person where they start for the first time na tomato. Tomato they sweet belly. Before sometimes if you buy tomato already, if you buy tomato where already they grow already, or if you buy seed, the one where I start na seed I take start. I never ever put out for ground. Tomato they sweet belly. When the tomato don't they grow, the next thing will come bring out tomato. The next time you come the see the color can change to like yellow. Small you come turn to red. You go first green when you come out. Later it come turn to yellow. Later it come turn to red. The sweet body. See the small ponds where I just planted recently. Tomato. I plant tomato. I plant pepper. See. A seed I plant so put compost, plant seed. So when them big reach, maybe just big small now, I go come put them for where the permanent place where I want planting. I go plant some for ordinary ground, I go plant some for container. Some other ones where I just plant. Now just old container where I get for house. Old container, just plant the line. You don't need to even buy container if you won't buy. If you don't want buy, if you just use any container where you get for house, you see. But if you use ordinary container, put hole. If you know, see hole. Put holes. If you see, I don't know right now they say I put holes. If not, too much water, as rain they fall, too much water go stay inside. And when too much water stay inside, the root of plant no they like make water just they will say water no go just they come out. The root go rotting, and once the root rotting, the plant go die. So make sure you put hole. If you get your own container, what they go I go need gloves. You go need gloves because why me I'll say maybe I they like to use gloves because I know they like make my nails too dirty, but at the same time with my nursing job now I know if they go work with nails way dirty from gardening. So at the way another thing again now to keep your hand, just to protect your hand. Sometimes if you use what they call it just to protect your hand, because sometimes if you go mistakenly put your hand for sharp place or something with sharp they inside ground, but because you wear glove it could protect you. Sometimes they like to use a disposable glove, plastic, just so that it will protect my hand. Wait, make I show now. Different gloves. See, it depends on the country where you dey. We get what they call deals, pound shop. Deals, pound shop. In things not the cost for that. But like say now I buy this one 2 for €1.50. You see, say this one I don't use her. I never use her. I still get spare one. I never use her because I never need to use her. So I still keep this one. You see, this one say this one I don't really see. This one don't already work tire. You see, this one, you know, I don't wash them. I wash and it still be like this. You know, if you clean and permanent stain. So I dey use this one well. Another type where I still get 2 of this one too, because now 2. This one are like a plastic. You see, I get different type. Not the ones where I just will. See, I like a plastic. You see, so this one too where I buy. See this one too. See this one. But this one the way they do one, they can't do the right hand. It can't be like a, you know, like a bird. You know, one bird won't dig ground. And so I don't know that they see. Me I wear one. I see. So with time you go to see what you like. You see, this one sometimes they give it depends what you want to do. This one they did good to take a scratch ground. Eye be for eye. Find glove they important. Especially they sometimes, you know, I not go lie you, gardening they make person hand tough small. My hand tough, you know, my hand tough. And with my nursing job too now, we they use chemical to wash, and it depends on the kind of patient where they look after. If that patient will get infection, even if you wear glove, we get some kind of harsh chemical where they kill bacteria, where they take wash, and sometimes they make my hand peel. They really affect the skin, but my hand tough. That's where they got the way we must get tough hand. Forget say it looks soft for your eye, but my hands you tough well, but not it there. So you need glove. Another thing where you need na shoes. It depends, child, because if na container you did if you don't need that. But if you did do it for ordinary kidney, you know, I never ever talk of if person want grass, if person want plant grass, or because if you want person want grass or person want grass, you know, say grass na another story altogether. But the thing I say, if you want to cut grass, you must wear gardening shoes, because if you wear a normal shoe, when you cut grass, when you finish, you go see say your shoe don't dey green, your shoe don't dey green, and what do they call them? All the cutting from the clippings, they call them clippings. As you cut the grass, some of them they fly, you don't fall all over your shoes. Me I know like when I finish gardening, I can't enter house, I can't carry the same shoe enter house. You go just as you enter house, you will see your footprints go there everywhere. If not gardening, it depends on the type what you do. Pot of we follow you for your shoes, so that make it good. Maybe see you get what you call gardening shoes. And the thing again about gardening shoes, now say it go protect your. They protect you too. Sometimes you not be say my garden I get anything, but let's say sometimes you step on top of rock or something way still no too good, something way sharp, anything like that, you go protect your feet, say you don't go get injury. Now it take good. So if you buy the one we be saying a boot, or if you buy the one we be saying just like shoe, so anyone what you want you go buy. If you don't need that more, because if not that container you they use, you no go need that. See my gardening shoes, you see. And my gardening shoes be this. See what I talk. You see I see B. This one now I don't stay outside. You see I see B. So imagine say I take this one enter house. You understand? So you try to get your gardening shoes depending on if you go need that. So like I talk now with time you go to know waiting. I really need this thing, oh. And because I need these things, you know me say you go need that. You feel like na so and so thing I prefer. Me I go say na so and so thing I prefer. So you go decide which you like. You understand? With time, but you know. So another thing again where you go need na feed. When I say feed, fertilizer, manure. Now, if na tomato and all those kind of things you want to they plant, you know, where you go chop. No be every fertilizer that they put for them. Oh. You get some kind of fertilizer where you know if you put for something where you go chop. If you get different fertilizer for different things. I tell you for example, you see this one. This one are to feed my grass. You see this one? I no go ever put her for any other thing, not to feed my grass, so that my grass go still stay fresh and green. This one are for my grass. See another one too. And this one too. You see this one too? Now for grass too. You see? This one are for grass too. You see? Because if you get grass. But see this one. See this one. See this one? This one are tomato feed. Why if you start for the first time, I get another kind of feed. I show you now. See this container. This container where I take plant tomato, so now still plant feed I take and buy before. You see? Plant feed and I be there before. You see that one? You see some plant feed. I get another one because I nearly buy apple tree. That apple tree now I get separate feed for that apple tree. You understand? So this one now good for why if you start for the first time and you don't want to buy a separate thing for separate thing for different plants. Buy tomato feed. Tomato feed they work for all of them. I don't know for grass, so I never try for grass, but like other plants and everything. Tomato feed now the one where we say it's good for all of them, because tomato feed good for something where we say you want chop. But you get some other feed where they go tell you say no ever use that for what you want chop. She understand because of the kind of chemical where they put inside. She understand. So if you just start and you don't want to buy different one for different buy tomato feed. It they work for everything. Like this one now where they look so a tomato feed I give them. All this my hanging basket, tomato feed I give them. So waiting again I want to talk. Another thing where I want to tell you now say, if you go, especially for this abroad, I don't know for Nigeria, you know, say I don't know for Nigeria, but if you go garden shop, even for Nigeria, they go get garden shop now, where you they buy the plant, people be saying that they really specialize. Ask them Ask them, they always get the best advice. Because for example now, the gardening shop where me I dey go for here now, them fit sabi the plant where they this country where. They feel be like another plant. They go say, that plant be plant of this country. They go say or you go say indigenous to so and so. You understand? I guess you can't plant where they no go sabi because no be the plant we say na the plant of this country. If I go ask them now how I will make a banana tree grow well, they fit tell me say they no know. You understand? Because that we don't plant banana for here. You know that kind of thing. But if you ask them like apple, you ask them like all this kind of plant because they know this plant, they sabi this plant. Always go to them because my video if you know explain everything what you need. Even till today, me I still go there ask them say my so and so plant they do well. I don't know what you think. Sometimes if I go take picture for my phone, I go meet them say I see what my plant they do. I don't know what they do if say look correct. I be they go tell you say that's the way you see. So for example if plant get spots, which kind of spot be this one? You go meet them say see this plant or see this spot. They go fit tell you say maybe you know do this one. Try this feed. Try this thing. It is good to go ask all those kind of advice. So waiting again I want to talk. Another thing one I feel need in a knee protector. Now something women they like to use. It depends on the plant. If I know say I go take for one spot, sometimes I go use them. Now just something to protect my knees as I need that for grand. All these things. If you go buy some shop, if they sell them $20, 20 euros. Another shop go sell them only 3 euros. You understand? Find where it cheapest. You see all this my glove, and they buy them for cheap shop. I know they won't spend too much money to buy like all this one, and they go like a pound shop. Now where they abroad go no pound shop. And they try to buy them cheap. Even some of my plants. I could just go when they do sales, I go buy. Sometimes if you see a particular plant, I go like her. Another time I have them about plants, and I say, you know to remember, say many of these plants, you go ask yourself, if you know say you don't want too much maintenance, you go ask them, say which plant will be say, they need me to maintain and maintain. Some plants that once you just put it for ground, they'll just look after themselves. Some plants be like that. While some plants are like baby, where you go they look after, you go decide the type where you want. And the kind of plant where you want, go garden, ask them. Sometimes now you ask them if you want plant to be saying so flower for the whole summer. Ask them, say, I beg you, which plant will flower for the whole summer for this country, America, Canada, London, UK, Ireland, whichever country you do, we say which plant they flower more. If not flower you they like, some people they like just like bush of plants. Why some people they like me? I like flower, I like color everywhere. I be my own. You understand? So another one you need to find out. Which in again you go need. For example, me I show on this pack. Now pound shop I buy this one. Now only €1.50 they sell. Is this a no cost? If you go another rich people shop now, expensive shop, they go sell on big price. This plant, see as it fine. Now seed them big, for inside. This one are my knee protector. See, I go put her for ground, take knee down. Now just soft cloth. Some of them are different type day. Now the same shop I buy at €1.50. I don't know whether I don't talk everything we I go need. I feel like I don't talk the main things. So like I talk any advice, go to your local gardening shop, ask them all this kind of question. Another thing sometimes you go there, ask them, say which plant you now won't get rid of. You understand? Where they know maybe they don't they die small. If you go plant them, if you go sell half price, maybe they don't take. If they feel sell some of them half price, some of them say if they don't just want. They just won't get rid of them. So it be like I don't really explain all the things where I need to explain. For person where just they start, like I talk, start small. No just start big. Make you come too much for your eyes. Say this work too much, or I don't feel doing. Start small. You understand? Start small. If you want small corner for your house, start small. So that small you would improve. They go. Then all the things where I explained for another beginning, things where you need to take start. As you don't start small, you will realize, okay, I need this one, no, I don't need that one, no, I need this one. That kind of thing. Small. I really hope so I mention all the things where I want to mention for this video. I really hope so. Guys, any question would you get, anything like that, Google her. Just Google her, you go see answer. Anything, if I see new plant, I go Google her. Another thing I wanted to know, if you buy new plant where you never know how to look after that plant, that the label where they follow the plant come, take picture, I did one, and they take picture, save inside my phone of the label. If I want the instruction, care instruction, I go save them so that tomorrow when I need. So once you know the name of the plant, maybe you never buy it before, you buy that plant for the first time, that name, take picture so that you go save the name of that plant. Anytime where you need, if you just Google and say how to care for which plant now, daisies, how to care for lily, how to care for Nigerian hibiscus, anything, you could just at least make you remember the name of the plant. Sometimes if you buy new plant where you never know the name, so save her. So anytime where just search internet, say how to care for so you go see. Or sometimes follow the instruction where the people where really grow the plants where you buy them from, the instruction where they give. They always save that one too. Anything where you need, always Google her. Check YouTube. So it be like I already talk anything I want to talk. It be like I don't explain and finish now all the important things where we say person where just they start need to know. I really hope so I don't forget anything. Anyway, my people, be like I go end today video for them. I no go lie na true, but let's sweet me say many of una won't start to dey do gardening. Now do we say una come watch my video. Until next time, my people, una bye bye yo, una bye bye.